building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lynch. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On play action, Prescott.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lynch. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. I know what you got. Mike 14. Mike 14. They're not ready for this, man.
Back to throw. Johnston. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Johnston.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Johnston. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Back to throw.
Johnston. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Johnston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. KJ Hamler returning it. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Second down and 3. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action now. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire.
Prescott off play action. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run here with Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Swift. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. This is caught. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Johnston. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. 19, Tiger, 19,
Here's a give to Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down. Johnston hitting Samuel on the slant. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's Gibson on the read option. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. 70 Lions.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. You're trapped. You're trapped.
From the gun, Johnston. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Hamler now to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 1st and 10, Johnston. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Operating from the gun, Johnston. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 2nd and 10. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the handoff, this is Swift. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Washington 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Johnston. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 14, Mike 14. Let's go.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Slam, slam, slam.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnston. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw again.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Johnston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hamler now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On play action, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A first down throw for Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Swift. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Swift again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Washington 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike 14. Mike 14.
On 1st down, Johnston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on 1st down, Johnston. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
To throw on 2nd down. Johnston got a man. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Washington on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Hey, watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
They run it here with Edmonds. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off the play fake. Johnston, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Kill.
Back to throw. Johnston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they will take a knee here. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with